Welcome back. My name's Melissa,
This would be
and
the
this
perfect
is
day for
my
this.
Pixie Meadow transformation. This is the Peaceful Meadow, part of Disney Dreamlight Valley. If you've joined us before, thank you. If you're joining us live on Twitch, thanks for tuning in and bearing with any mess ups I make. And if you're watching from YouTube, I probably won't edit it anyway, so you'll see it as well. Let's be realistic here. So, what I'm doing is finishing up this build in the Peaceful Meadow. I'm calling it the Pixie Meadow now. And I think we're at the point where I want to start laying some paths, because then we can start filling in all these extra little places. I am going to check to see if the shop is going to let me buy stuff. And it won't. Okay. So, we're going to stay with this. There's a house skin in the new bundle that I've been looking at and thought it would look good down here. But currently, it is not meant to be today. Feel free to drop any decorating or game-related questions in the chat. I am going to try and monitor that. So let me pop into furniture mode, and we will get to finishing this design. So as I said, I'm going to put the lemon trees in here because I like using the fruit trees in the build. They add color. They add a little change of perspective. They fall within like your character's eye line. A lot of the bushes are a little lower and most of the trees are higher, so it's a good filler. Let's see, we've got 3 more. And again, when you're decorating, don't forget to turn to diagonal mode, see if it fits any better depending on what you're doing. I'm actually going to put one in here because I think that will help make that look a little more complete. Let's see. If you're coming from this direction, I've got the cherries there, so maybe the lemons also will fit. Very cute. I still love this little tree drop falling in to the pond. Okay, so again, everything's kind of a little oversized, very heavy on the pinks and florals. Let's see what else I've got down here. Oh yes, so the little goulash boots. I think this is a craftable, and depending on where I put this, I might have to pop out and make some more because I adore it. Ooh, you know what? Let's go ahead and make this cute garden, or a cute garden in here between Minnie and Daisy's house. Maybe I'll pull out a fountain, and that's their like little friendship garden between the girls. You know, when you just want to like run away and plant flowers and have a bookstore or something. Okay. It's a little matchbox bed. Which maybe we need something here. I kind of want this to be... Not sure. Pop that over there. We've also got this one, which may or may not end up in this area, but let's get them closer. This is the new rose garden from the Star Path that is currently going on for Valentine's Day. Let's see if it fits in here. Okay, let's just leave that there for now. Now these are an item you get eventually from Scrooge. I think it's part of Alice in Wonderland. And we are going to potentially use that as a, directional type thing. Okay, we're gonna pick these up and we'll pull them out of storage when we want them. Same with these smaller pieces. Leaf chair, let's move that up here too. Reposition. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop out of furniture mode just so it'll save everything we've done. And of course, it's going to start raining, but that's okay. Now, like I mentioned, I think I want to start laying out some paths. And from there, we'll continue with the finishing touches. I do not believe there are any other buildings that I want to put in here. However, what we are going to do is put some little creatures out. Now, what would we want in this part of our area? Let's go with the cherry blossom companion. That was one of the designs we all got to vote on. And maybe a little bird. Let's go with green. Okay. So those two will just hang out over here. Now, it is 5:10. If there is anybody watching at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, someone remind me to go feed the white crocodile. We are gonna get our unicorn. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. I'll definitely be able to kill an hour decorating. Now we've got our little music square. I don't think I like these rugs. They look too fluffy. Do we feel like the girls would have a bathtub in here? I just love this and I haven't had a chance to put it anywhere. But we're gonna make it into some sort of fountain as you come down. Then we've got some leaf chairs. This little, yep, that'll fit there. You got it? A tree. Do have a few of these, 10 to be exact. So we're just gonna use a couple of these in here. So it's like a little picnic area. I'm gonna take the apples off. This little acorn tea set can stay. Alrighty. And see if there's any other trees we want to mix in here. Yep, we got one more lemon. That we will use to fill in this place near Daisy's house. Okay. Now, I'm going to pop out so we can save. And I'm going to use one of the ancient vacuums to pick up all of the flowers and all of the herbs so that we don't have to worry about it when we are putting down. paths. Okay. So I saw this hack that someone mentioned. You don't have to build a vacuum for every biome, just move one around. And so that helped a lot. Eventually I did build most of them, just so I had one everywhere and I didn't have to move so much, but it takes a lot to build those things. Okay, so we've got a little inner place in here. I'm just making sure we don't have anything.
I feel great.
Like these are also impossible to put paths over. I'm still working on this little area. We'll see. We've got some stuff to go. Maybe our band will go over there too. It feels like a picnic zone. Okay, this looks good. We still have this little area that needs to be filled in. But like I said, let's lay some paths and then go from there. And I do like the concept of coming down this hill and seeing Daisy and Minnie's little garden back here. And we do have to put some emphasis around Rapunzel's tower to make it a little more epic. But I do think this is coming together. So the first thing I'm going to do is lay some of this cobblestone path that is part of the Wishblossom package. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I haven't used it yet. But that's where we are going to start. And I don't have a lot of it built yet. So if we end up using it, I'll have to pop out of design mode and build some more. Which looks like will be the case. So in the meantime, what we're going to do instead, this feature that I absolutely love, we're going to click it, click Y to replace, and we're going to use something that I know I have a ton of, so that we can get the path laid out the way I want, and then from there, we can replace it, if we so choose. I don't, how many of these? Oh, I have 20 of these. Okay. Look at me go. I'm gonna lay some of these out. And those will also add lighting and color. Day and night. Okay, our path. I do want something a little fancier. And now that we have our path, which is probably more center, we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. Okay, let's actually replace this and see what it looks like. No, I use that in the Agrabah area, and I just, you know, see what it looks like. Natural. A natural without the border. Let's go with that for now, actually. I do like that. I've got the brick up in the other part. And I don't want to use the border because I don't want it to be too busy. So I also want to use, these are snowy stones, but they also kind of look a little like they have water droplets on them instead. And I made it entirely too many of them. Now, we can uncraft them with the Cheshire Cat crafting table thing, but I really like how they look, so we're gonna put them in here. Now, to get it so it looks a little more organic and doesn't seem like super repetitive, flip your walkway pieces, like the ones that are like this, around every once in a while, and then you won't have the same piece, like stones next to each other. Let's see. To make this a little wider. Cat just whipped me with his tail. And maybe one that way. Okay. And I'd like to put some headed back here. Okay, so there's a rug on the ground there, so let's see if we can get around it. Oh, we can. Okay. Looks like we should be good. Okay. I like that. Maybe one more. Okay. Now we've got this more brick-like one, which is an option. Let me put that out. The broken ones. Zircon. We still have the alpine ones that I haven't switched out. That could look cute coming in, actually. So let's go ahead and open this part up. Now, if you hit, look at your control modes, and we're going to toggle into diagonal mode. And by doing that, our direction changes, and we can put the path at more of an angle. And so if you pop between normal mode and diagonal mode, you'll be able to create more of a winding path around with a little trial and error. Now, I like to use the ones with borders, depending on the look. The feature that they came out with where you can change the entire patch of road in one click makes it easy to really look at the different styles that you can use around the valley. We're gonna switch. Okay, so now we're out of. But I think I like that. I don't know if I want to have it come like this first. So it looks a little more cohesive and less like a straight line right there. And then this can kind of fade off. We can use more of that. So it kind of gives you the indication that you're changing areas. Okay. And then we'll get... Actually, we should have some more. Nope. I think it will recalculate now that we're saving. This is why it's important to pop out of decorating often so that your game has a chance to save. If it gets to be too much, it'll forget some of it. So we're going to cross our fingers I didn't do that. Okay, good. And... oh, nope, we lost a little bit. So that happens when, like I said, it can't remember everything you put out. So remember to pop out of decorating mode. Thank you for your cooperation. All right, so we've got our little path back here leading to our little scenes. And we're going to come back over here and fix this one up. Now, I wonder if I use group mode, will it pick up? No, I didn't think so. We're going to get rid of that. We're going to come back in here. Now, I'm not looking for a whole lot of symmetry in this area with this design because I like the organic feel of this little Pixie Village. Pixie Meadow. I think Pixie Meadow is the one, but we'll see how it goes. Now let's see. I actually want to remove these. I like to step back and kind of take a look. Now, I want to be able to see straight to that market, and this purple mushroom is just a little in the way. So we are going to reposition it. See how that looks from a couple of perspectives. Okay, yeah, so you can see right to that archway.
I'm so grateful.
And as we come down here, that's a cute view. I feel like we do need something over here, so we might end up moving this little toadstool section. But seeing Donald's boat out there is kind of cute. We'll think on that, because that seems a little bare looking that way. It could be as simple as just adding another shade tree. And then that gives us a little more of a framed view, which I do like as we come down. Okay. I don't like the way the organ looks when you come down that way, so we're going to move this set. Once we get some more path laid out, I'm going to do something with these. Now that we've got nothing on the beach, I'm putting these up here because it's easier to find. Musician stuff. We're going to use that new mode. And we're going to move them up. Okay. Now, I said I wasn't trying to be symmetrical, but what I do want to do is give the same look that we just had over here, leading in this direction. Just to make a good flow. We're actually just going to bring this down further. Reposition these. Okay. We're going to take this and do a little diagonal. So we fill it in. That wasn't the way I wanted on that one. I think we have 2 more of these. So I want to put them... Oh, I have 3. That's a weird number. Especially when I... It's fine. Point out our market. Might be a touch awkward because of the design of that arch, but we are going to see how that looks. And honestly, don't like it, so we are going to widen from this side since we don't have any options on the other side. And then it looks more balanced. So we've got this type of path over here. We're going to put these back since the ones I put here disappeared. Just sad because I feel like they laid down good. Well. Okay. We'll leave furniture mode. Drink some water. Okay.
Whatever I can do to help this valley,
Now I love the details in this game where
I want
your footstep sounds change when you change, like, paths. So what I'm going to do is take this natural one both ways, this way. Get rid of these for a little bit. We're going to take this as close as we can, which looks like about there. We're going to keep going. And see what we get. And I am going to take away those two because I don't like it. And that's where we're going to put that for now. We're going to try to repeat the same thing over here. Sometimes the easiest way to do diagonal is to take it away and put it back. I know that makes no sense, but sometimes. Mm. And again, when you can't get what you want it to do, see if you can rebalance the other side instead. Eh. Or they're just not gonna. This one. Alright, well, at least they match. And what we're going to do is find some foliage, and we're going to cover it anyway. So I've got a lot of little mushrooms down here, and these ones in particular glow at night and act as little lanterns. And they're free. So early decorators put these everywhere. I promise you will not regret it. Okay. And then we're going to look at some bushes. Let's do some of these purple ones maybe. And then, what else do we have in here? These are from Glamour Gulch. But I don't love them. I was just wondering if there was any way to put the pink trees in here, but I think the ones that might work better are the magnolia trees. These are sorted in a strange way. Put that there while we're here. Okay, so I think this is funny. Oops. Small. Medium. Okay, don't know. Anyway, we're gonna put these back here to kind of frame in Minnie and Daisy's garden. And then look at it, what it looks like from this direction. I don't think there's any rocks that I want to use right now. And then we've all, of course, got some giant blueberries that we are going to put out. There we go. I'm going to pop out of furniture mode. We've got a little spot right there in the path that we need to fix. And I think I'm going to probably widen the whole thing all together. So let's take a look at what that looks like. No, not right now, love. Okay, yep. I'm happy there. We're going to do a different kind of path coming this way.
Hey there, pal. How about it?
And this way. Okay. Let's add some other embellishments. And again, a lot of this is just placing it and then deciding if you like it or not. Because as Merlin likes to say in this game, this is yours. Take a peek at that in a second. We do still have to camouflage this spot. We're gonna see what I've got recently. I think I may have missed. This is the Jafar station. I didn't realize you could move it. Okay, so I do have this cute little fence that I haven't put out yet. So let's take a peek and see if it's something we want to use over here. Now, even though the... well, that ain't gonna work. Wow, I know what I'm saying. Even though the diagonal path feature has come a long way, the diagonal fence feature has not. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue this little Minnie and Daisy garden. And we can start with some of these planters. Okay, we'll leave that there. We're just peeking at what I've got. This flower column kind of fits, kind of doesn't. It's too Roman. This might fit out here somewhere because we've got the little glowing. It's very sea anemone though, so we'll pull that down. I did like these. I had them set up in the little sorry, I'm getting distracted with this potential. Let's see what that looks like actually, because again, it's not about symmetry all the time. I don't like it there. Okay. Good test. Too structured. We're gonna put the slate stone over here in our little market. Let's go ahead and swap this out so we can lay more down. I'm actually just going to use this. I changed my mind yet again. Okay. And then we'll pull it out of here a little bit. I need a plant. Okay. I feel like we need a table in here. Too big. This one does not either. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, I knew it. I felt like it had to. Okay. Now I gotta go out and craft some stuff. So we need some more path. And we need some additional decor. Let's go with the one that doesn't have a border. We want some more of this one. Just taking a peek and seeing if there's anything else in here we'd like for this build. I really wish it didn't jump back. Is there anything in here that will fit into our fairy oasis? Let's do some more of these. Do you want one of those? Maybe a couple. One of those because I feel like it might look cute out here. I did want to make a couple of these. Okay, let's go 2 then. All right, almost there. Okay, we've got everything except for the hot air balloons. I don't know how large these are. We'll leave those off. So if I'm calling this the market, I feel like Goofy's stall should be in there, and I don't remember where I put him. Oh, nope, right there. We're gonna keep that there because that's cute. So maybe this can be the little gathering area. This looks more fairy than the boiling cauldron. We are going to work on this. There is literally no rhyme or reason to how I'm laying this path at the moment. I'm literally just going with it. There is likely a method to my madness somewhere. Okay. We're getting it closer. Probably going to take a lot more of that style path. But let's continue this one. Connect that over here. Okay, we're gonna have to keep going there, but I like that. We'll bring this around to meet here. And I want to put this here, if we can. Yep. Hopefully we didn't do too much and it doesn't save again. Perfect. Okay. And also we are 2 minutes away from the arrival of our infamous white crocodile. I'm determined to finish this area today. Honestly, I'm just going around instead of redoing some more. Or instead of crafting more walkways. I'm just gonna drop some more decorations. Repeating the foliage throughout your design helps to keep it cohesive. But we are rolling into our 1 hour mark, so I am going to take a break. I'll let my husky out before she decides to eat my face in, you know, a cute way, I guess. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. We will be finishing this, I promise.